Jagdeep Dhankar sworn in as 14th Vice President of India. President Murmu administers oath. Second phase of discussions for resolving Assam-Arunachal border issues held today in Guwahati. Meghalaya Chief Minister launches Focus Plus in Southwest Garo Hills District. Distribute checks worth 22.95 lakhs. World Book of Records include Mizoram police for largest seizure of smuggled exotic wildlife species in a single day. And in 44th Chess Olympiad, Harika Dronawali bags medal while being pregnant. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Manjui bringing to you the stories in detail. Jagdeep Dhankar was sworn in as the 14th Vice President of India today. President Draupadi Murmu administered the oath of office to Dhankar at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, former President Ramnath Kovind, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and many union ministers were present at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Ahead of the swearing-in ceremony, Dhankar paid tributes to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, at Rajghat this morning. He placed a wreath at Gandhiji's memorial and bowed before the Samadhi with folded hands. The Vice President said he felt blessed, inspired and motivated to be in service of the country in the serene sublimity of Rajghat while paying respects to Pujya Bapu.
ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूँ कि
मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने वाला हूँ उसके कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक निर्वहन करूंगा
Raksha Bandhan, this festival of a special bond between brothers and sisters, has been celebrated across the nation today. President Draupadi Murmu greeted people on the occasion. In her message, Murmu said Raksha Bandhan symbolizes the unbreakable bond between brothers and sisters and it encourages harmony and respect for women in society. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also greeted the nation. He celebrated Raksha Bandhan with young girls today at his residence in Delhi. This was a special Raksha Bandhan as these girls are daughters of sweepers, peons, gardeners and drivers working in the Prime Minister's office.
बातें करते सुना तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा ऐसा लगे कि वो ऐसे ट्रीट कर रहे थे कि हम उनके घर के ही हैं मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मुझे
In a positive development, second phase of discussions for resolution of Assam-Arunachal Pradesh border issues was held today at Guwahati's Assam Administrative Office. The Assam Regional Committee meet consisted of Ministers Atul Bora, Sanjay Kishan, Ashok Singhal, Ranoj Pegu and Bimal Bora. In the spirit of the historic Namsai Declaration signed on 15 July 2022 and under the stalwart leadership of Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma and Pema Khandu, efforts are being made to reach a peaceful and enduring resolution to all border issues between both states. Briefing the media in this regard, Atul Bora said, after successful rounds of talks to resolve Assam's border issues with Meghalaya and Mizoram, the state government is keen to arrive at a solution with Arunachal Pradesh as well. Significant steps have been taken to resolve border conflicts and ensure unity with the neighboring states.
আৰু জিৰোৰে মেঘালয়ৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি আগবাঢ়িছিলোঁ এই একেধৰণেই আগবাঢ়ি যাব পৰা যাব গতিকে আজি আমি বিস্তৃতভাৱে আলোচনা কৰিলোঁ আমাৰ ত্ৰিপাঠী ডাঙৰীয়াই পাৱাৰ প্ৰেজেণ্টেশ্যন দিলে আমাৰ কেইখনমান জিলাত আমাৰ 8খন জিলা অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত হৈছে অসম অৰুণাচল বৰ্ডাৰত 8খন জিলাৰ ভিতৰত সমস্যা কিছু আছে
In Meghalaya, over 2,500 people, including farmers, SAGs and producer groups, gathered in Pedasing of Southwest Garo Hills district today to celebrate the success of state's biggest farmers' welfare program, Focus. During the occasion, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launched Focus Plus in Southwest Garo Hills, which is an extension of Focus program. This will benefit individual producers with a grant of 5,000 rupees. Together, both Focus and Focus Plus program is a collective benefit of 10,000 rupees for each farming household. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Sangma also distributed checks for 22,95,000 rupees to 40 producer groups. Earlier on Wednesday, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma laid the foundation stone for construction of Integrated Development Complex Nongster in C and RD Block. Besides, he distributed checks among oyster mushroom farmers under Meghalaya Mushroom Mission and Focus. The program was also attended by Minister in charge C and RD Department, Hamletson Dohling, Nongster MLA Macmillan Birsat, farmers, members of producer groups, among others.
1 year, we have organized more than 2.5 lakh farmers in the focus groups. More than 18,000 groups have been formed.
In Assam, Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma held a meeting with Health and Family Welfare Department officials today in presence of Cabinet Minister Keshav Mahanta. Many key decisions were taken during the meeting. This includes making birth and death registration completely digital, wherein certificates will be issued to parents and next of kin. Meanwhile, 3 massive routine immunization drives will be launched from October 2022 to March 2023. Further, NHM will have at least 5 regional offices in the state, headed by ACS officers who will be assisted by other domain expertise, among other decisions. In a good news for Mizoram, World Book of Records included Mizoram police for seizure of largest consignments of smuggled exotic animals of 468 species in a single day on 25th May 2022. The animals were to be transported across the border to Myanmar. Taking to Twitter, Chief Minister Zoramthanga expressed delight and said the outstanding work carried out by state police has been duly recognized by the World Book of Records. He congratulated the police for being the record holder of the largest seizure of exotic wildlife species being smuggled and the largest valued narcotics drug disposal on a single day by any state police. In Tripura, inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of Nari Shakti, state government has taken some revolutionary steps. Chief Minister Professor Dr. Manik Saha informed that under this new steps undertaken by the government, girls of the state will get free education in all government colleges in Tripura, and the state government will bear the entire expenditure. Further, a 24/7 women helpline number 1091 has been introduced, and 400 CCTV cameras and automatic number plates recognition machines will be installed with a cost of 20 crore rupees. He said women operated help desk is already in function. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh chaired a meeting to discuss the preparatory arrangements for proposed visit of Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to inaugurate the Durand Cup in Imphal on 18th August. The meeting was attended by Youth Affairs and Sports Minister CS, DGP and senior army officials. Later, the Chief Minister also held a review meeting to address the various bottlenecks in the expansion, widening and development of the national highways in the presence of ministers, MLS, CS, NHIDCL officials and other top government officials. In sports news, Indian Grandmaster Harika Dronawali achieved the ultimate dream following the conclusion of the 44th Chess Olympiad as she bagged a medal while being 9 months pregnant. The 31-year-old took to social media to express her delight in doing so. It may be mentioned that Indian A women's team won the bronze medal in the women's section, while India B men's team also won a bronze medal in the women's open section. In Nagaland, the National TB Elimination Program State TB Cell held the first TB Forum meeting today at Conference Hall of Commissioner and Secretary Health and Family Welfare. The main discussion points included community support for TB patients, involvement of women leaders, village leaders, Gamburas and village chairmen, among others. Meanwhile, State TB Officer Dr. Tiasuno Pongenar, in his opening remarks, urged everyone to support and spread awareness about the disease and help in the fight against eliminating TB. In Sikkim, the ruling party's Sikkim Krantikari Morcha celebrated Jan Anmukti Divas on Wednesday. On the occasion of the 5th Jan Anmukti Divas, numerous individuals joined SKM party during a grand event organized at Jorethang ground. Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang welcomed all the new members and encouraged them to work for the welfare of the state. The Chief Minister expressed gratitude to everyone who worked tirelessly in making the event a great success. Before the event, Tamang also inaugurated the SKM party office at Jorethang. Meghalaya Cabinet has approved an amendment making Khasi and Garo languages compulsory in judicial services examination in the state. Informing this after a cabinet meeting, the State Law Minister James P.K. Sangma said the amendment of the State Judicial Service Rule seeks to make it mandatory for candidates to secure pass marks in either Khasi or Garo language, the two major languages of Meghalaya. The amendment was approved after a full court meeting of the Meghalaya High Court on May 9 passed a resolution to amend the Judicial Service Rule 2006 and Meghalaya Higher Judicial Service Rule 2015. Staying with Meghalaya, the state is all set to host the upcoming second edition of the Northeast Olympics from 30th October to 6 November in Shillong. A joint meeting of the Northeast Organizing Committee, Meghalaya Department of Sports and Youth Affairs and the Northeast Olympic Association was held last evening to finalize the list of sports disciplines. Following the meeting, Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Bante Dorlindo stated that this edition of the Games will be special as Meghalaya is celebrating the 50th year of its statehood. In this edition, about 4,000 participants from 8 northeastern states will be competing in 18 disciplines at 13 venues spread across Shillong. To end the news, the main points once again. Jagdeep Dhankar sworn in as 14th Vice President of India. President Murmu administered oath. Second phase of discussions for resolving Assam-Arunachal border issues held today in Guwahati. Meghalaya Chief Minister launches Focus Plus in Southwest Garo Hills District. Distribute checks worth 22.95 lakhs. World Book of Records include Mizoram Police for largest seizure of smuggled exotic wildlife species in a single day. And in 44th Chess Olympiad, Harika Dronawali bags medal while being pregnant. That brings us to the end of this evening bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.